Hello everyone, and welcome back to IxSHE Tell. This time, we're going to be starting Yamabuki's route, but we're going to be doing it in a different way than we started Ayaka's route, because we had texted her, and this time we want to try and make it as big a spectacle as possible, which I think means we give it one final thought?
Because I think it's give it one final thought, because there's no way we can do this route without having it work like that.
It has to be bombastic, because that's exactly the kind of thing that Yamabuki would be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's try it.
Oh, right, I'm the narrator for this one, right?
You are, that's right.
In case you didn't figure it out, it's been a little bit of a minute since we recorded this game.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I finally found one of them that I'm truly interested in. Or have I? Maybe I need to think more. And she is...
Okay, so that's if you get to the point where you want to see one of the endings, but you change your mind at the last second.
It's a little bit of a weird one, huh?
Yeah, it really is. Okay, so I guess we're not giving it one final thought.
Alright, we're not giving it a final thought. Apparently a final thought would be bad. Yeah.
Okay, well now we know that, that is not at all what I thought it was.
Wait, hold on, there's a don't confess option.
I think that leads to the neutral/bad end.
Or does it?
It might lead one of them to confess to,
either it leads to them confessing to us, it leads to the neutral route, or...
I think the only way it leads to the bad route is if you reject their confession.
Okay.
I think.
So you want to just, like, not confess?
Yeah, but we will try it, since... We'll see what happens. We end up on the neutral route.
But in the end, I want to share my life with this person. I really want to get to know them. Those were the kind of thoughts I'd hoped would develop when I picked someone. I didn't want to simply look at them one at a time and judge who had the best qualities. Needless to say, I think they're all wonderful girls, each with their own unique personalities, traits, quirks, and charms. If I started dating one of them, I might very well end up falling in love for real. But every one of them confessed to me with the utmost sincerity. Well, I could never respond to their heartfelt feelings so shamelessly.
For the most part. I feel awful for having made them wait for so long only to come up with such a non-answer.
But it would be much more thoughtful to tell them the truth rather than hurt anyone more than I already have. Since I'll be able to meet them face to face at the dorm, I'd like to tell Shiori, Koshimizu, and Yamabuki that what I've decided before the day's over. As for Yuki-senpai and Kozuka...
I'll have to explain things to them tomorrow or next Monday by the latest.
Making up my mind, I head back towards the dorm ahead of the others.
Watch us just have made a terrible mistake and we're just already on the neutral route.
You know what? Thank you for going on this ride with us, everybody, if we end up on neutral route.
Surprise.
This should be a good place to stop. No, it's not. We just started.
Alright, what do you say we call it a day, guys?
そうね。これ以上は暗くなってきちゃうし。
I know, they're really trying to hammer it home, aren't they?
あれでも寮の門限はまだっすよね。
あら白亜くんは暗い夜道を女の子に歩かせるつもり？
This is why you'll never get a girlfriend.
純粋な疑問っすよ。ほら、最近暗くなるの早くなってきたし。
なら、私と小清水さんも一緒ね。独り占めはダメですよ。そうそう。
I can't wait for their route.
私とゆいぽんも一緒なんだからね。
Hey, you had your turn, and then the other ones there too.
もちろんですとも。山吹先輩たちは、もう少し先輩と後輩に優しくされてもいいのではありませんか？
Okay, we were talking about this before. Contrary to what you all seem to believe, we don't dislike Yui. She's just lower in the rankings than the other ones.
The way I put it is, I think they each have their own qualities and like personal archetypes.
Mhm.
You have two childhood friends who somehow in my head don't overlap that much
Okay,
because they have like
they have enough of a difference because Shiori's the childhood friend that was always there, and Koshimizu is the childhood friend who disappeared and then was reunited with us. So that gives her a different angle.
yes, it does. And she's the one who will like do anything. And Shiori's and Shiori's the one who's like always there. It's like best friend.
Mhm.
So it's different.
Yeah,
And then one of these characters is perfect.
and beautiful.
And one of them is responsible. And that's like her archetype as well as being, you know, the vice president of the student council.
Right.
And being
In denial of her affection for us.
correct. The only difference between Yui and her is that Yui's also responsible and the head of a different school that we never see.
Yeah.
And I guess is more honest with her feelings, but not enough. There's not enough of, I don't know, there's not enough to make her stand out in comparison to Yamabuki, who fulfills some of the same things in my head.
Well, and I think Yamabuki, she's not honest with her feelings, but she has the same air of responsibility and maturity to her. Yui is not true to herself because she's always trying to act more mature than she needs to be. But like you said, there's not quite enough of a differentiator between the two of them to make them very distinct as compared to even the difference between Shiori and Koshimizu.
Yeah. Maybe it would help if we saw Yui's school and saw her, like,
Probably.
stuff happening, maybe on her route, but, like, you know, it's weird characterization of, like, she is the head of a school, but we don't see that one.
Yeah. Also, Ayaka's bow is upside down, and that bothers me now for some reason.
It's never upside down. It is always the correct way.
All right. Whatever you say.
Considering she's letting Koshimizu and Yuki-senpai be a part of the meeting, I'd say she already is.
というわけで会長、帰り道も同じだし、一緒に帰りましょう。
Sure. All right, everyone. We're going to lock up now. Do you mind waiting outside in the hallway till we're done?
Although the Halloween party had come to an end without incident, the student council once again found itself increasingly busy with preparations for the Christmas party as December drew near.
Oh yeah, we didn't even address that at all in Ayaka's route, did we? It's just like,
No.
Weird. Maybe that'll come up in Yamabuki's.
My relationship with Yamabuki, Shiori, and the others remains unchanged. They all still have their sights on me. Ultimately, I chose none of the girls that day at the Halloween party. No, not because I didn't find any of them attractive. I honestly think they're all wonderful girls.
I'm holding out for a harem route that I don't think will ever come.
Oh, it's like, this is, speaking of holding out for that route, you'd be surprised, because if you ever play Love for Hire.
Oh, okay.
If you ever played that one, in the expansion disc or whatever it's called, after story thing, you know, the other disc, fan disc. Yep.
Huh, okay.
You do get one.
You hold out long enough and eventually...
Because there's a choice in that game of choosing between two of them. It's like a really difficult choice. Like, you literally choose on the spot between two of them.
Oh.
And as each one's like, hey, choose me, blah, 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 blah. And they're like best friends and all. And so then, no. If you play the fan disc, it can work out.
All right.
But I simply didn't feel strongly enough about anyone in particular to the point that I wanted to take a relationship further.
I feel bad about being so non-committal towards their feelings, especially since I made them wait so long for an answer. But hey, it doesn't seem like they've given up yet. What's going on out in the hallway? I hear a lot of noise.
そうね。何かあったのかしら。
They seem okay with it, but the student body is angry. Hold on, I'll go check.
ええ、会長と一緒に帰れるならいくらでも待ってるわ。山吹先輩、欲望が漏れてますわよ。
お、
そこ、うるさいわよ。
She sure is honest. It makes my heart ache, though.
With that in mind, I step outside the student council room.
会長さん。
Whoa! What's going on?
The hallway right outside the door is jam-packed with, well, over 40 students, ranging from Kensei-kan upperclassmen to students from Misakiyama.
What is this, a fan meeting?
突然こんなことを聞くのは失礼かと思うんですけど、お付き合いする相手ってもう決まってますでしょうか？
So they're just going to put us on the spot. All right.
All right.
Well, this isn't true, but no, unfortunately, I haven't.
ハロパで勝負に出なかったってことはさ、私たちにもまだチャンスがあるって思っても
No.
いいんだ。
You know, technically you never had a chance.
It's true. Huh?
綾香みたいに可愛い子たちの手前半ば諦めてたんだけどさ。私たちも二宮君のこと気になっちゃってて。
Yeah, but they're the only ones that
You
have...
don't even have a name.
I was about to say, and they're the only ones that have eyes for us.
よろしくお願いします。
What? Wait, hold on. Please, just slow down. I don't know what you're talking about at all. Wait, don't tell me all the girls here are...
私たちも開き直って全力アタックしようと思って。
This isn't the harem route I wanted.
Harem route.
You see, this is what happens if you're not really specific with your wishes. Are you kidding me?
Do they really need eyes?
I guess not.
This is all so sudden I can hardly grasp the situation. Not only Shiori and the others, but now all these girls are after me too?
あら、それは聞き捨てならないわね。ここに来てライバルが増えるなんて。まあ、何人増えようと負ける気はございませんわ。
Oh, then you probably should never listen to that conversation from earlier.
Okay, I will give Yui that she has more confidence than Yamabuki. That does give her a slight differentiating factor.
Very, very slight.
Yeah.
Naturally, Yuki-senpai and the others couldn't resist coming out after hearing that.
Crap, I'm completely boxed in.
Wait, we're still on the top floor, right?
I don't know. The courtyard with grass would lead me to believe no. This building is weird.
With an army of girls to the front and a squad of 5 beauties in the rear, I have no means of escape. One might consider it a man's dream to be surrounded by this many women, but at this point, I'm mostly just worried about my own safety.
She wants to eat me.
さすがに野宮さんです。やっぱり大人気ですね。
Of course, she's taking it in stride.
小清水先輩ってブレませんよね。私たちにだって二宮君を好きになる権利はあるはず。ここからは全員で勝負よ。
Listen, why don't we just calm down for now? It's already getting dark, so let's just go home and...
二宮先輩が今ここで私たちの誰かを選んでくだされば丸く収まるのでは？
I choose Yamabuki. Alright, let's get this route started. That's not the printer, that's garbage people. Not like literally. It's like sanitation workers. The only garbage people around us are the ones with no eyes.
You know, if I could have made any changes to this game,
You would have given them eyes?
No, actually, no. Instead of having a neutral/bad ending, it would be a neutral/joke ending where he's like, you know, girl C, And he just ends up with like girl C or something.
Oh, that would have been great. Just a random no-eyed person.
Yep, just random person who's shown up a few times.
Oh, you know what? That would be amazing.
It would be.
If I could, I would have given you my answer a long time ago. I can't do that right now. I'm sorry. Boo.
じゃあ始め。みんな勝負を始めるみたいだし、私たちは先に帰ろう。
Stop adding fuel to the fire. Everyone disperse. President's orders. I don't think that counts as dispersing, but sure.
待ちなさい。
Please, just give me some time to think.
How do they expect me to find answers surrounded by a horde of girls? Leaving the campus behind, as fast as my feet can carry me, I sprint back to the dorm and barricade myself in the room. But even the walls of the dorm were no match for my indefatigable pursuers, and I resigned myself to a life constantly surrounded by women.
Oh no.
Ninomiya Hajime, the most sought-after student council president the world has ever seen. His legend would be passed down for generations to come. The end.
It might be, actually.
Yes!
Okay, Okay.
All right, we did it, boys.
So that's not what happened. What really happened was...
Neutrally bad ending.
Okay, this was a lesson in curiosity. That's not actually what we had planned for this episode.
All right, look. Not at all what we had planned, but I think it's the only time we've ever gotten a neutrally bad ending in any game.
You might be right, actually. Because generally speaking, we're
Except for...
we're good enough to avoid it usually.
Yeah, I was like, technically 9-9 episode 1, but it forces you into it. It doesn't count.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count if you can't avoid it. Alright, let's text Yamabuki.
Alright, I guess there's only one option.
Apparently. So we had the illusion of choice.
Well, we did have a choice. It got us a Steam achievement.
You know what? Touché.
I have nothing to regret. This is the answer I've decided. He tells himself.
In retrospect.
Tries to convince himself. But if I'm gonna finally confess, it shouldn't be in front of a sea of people. Yes, it should. I doubt she'd be very comfortable.
I'm disappointed that wasn't a choice.
Me too. I wanted it to be at the Halloween party in front of everybody.
I know.
And even if I were to simply invite her to dance, she'd still be getting mobbed by the crowd.
I'd prefer to avoid that if possible. No, I wouldn't.
I'm sure everyone would like to congratulate her in the spur of the moment, and, well, there'd be nothing wrong with that in and of itself. But after accepting her confession, I think I'd rather we have a quiet moment to ourselves instead, just the two of us.
I'm realizing this is pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
I hope she isn't looking forward to the dance too much. I should find somewhere else to meet with her. Like a classroom on the 3rd floor, where nobody would see us. Or, okay, now this is different. Never mind.
That makes sense.
It does. Yamabuki, are you in here? Nope, just this really loud clock.
I intended to call Yamabuki somewhere myself, but she'd asked me to come to the student council room instead.
Oh.
Given the timing of it, I assumed she wanted to invite me to the dance. But now that I stop and think about it, some unexpected issue might have come up, or maybe a teacher asked her to help with an errand.
ごめんなさい。閉会の挨拶も終わったばっかりなのに。
No, I also went down the neutral route, but we won't talk about that.
And before, oh man, me and Ayako, but never mind.
It's all good. I was planning to come back here after the speech anyway. There's nothing wrong, is there?
こっちは大丈夫よ。閉会まで特にすることもなくて、ちょっと暇なくらいだったわ。
Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad there weren't any major problems tonight. The Halloween party's finally over, and we can relax.
Earlier, I'd relocated to the tent in the courtyard to make my final address of the night. And Yamabuki had come there to take my place.
So what did you need?
どうしたって、何が？
I need the D. What? Your decision. Oh.
Yamabuki's no longer speaking to me as the student. council vice president. And seeing that she said she had time to kill, I doubt this has anything to do with our council duties.
Well, I said I'd come back right after the speech anyways, remember? You didn't have to go out of your way to message me.
ああ、それは、えっと。
Alright, I think I get the picture now. I'm guessing this isn't student council related?
そうね。
I can't tell exactly what's going through her head right now. That's not her head.
Which is why I'm staring at her chest.
But judging by the blush spreading across her cheeks and the way she is clearly avoiding eye contact with me, I can hazard a guess.
I think we are also avoiding eye contact.
I could try to break the ice a bit more, but knowing Yamabuki's personality, she might just clam up if I say something careless.
Well, if there's anything you want to talk about, go ahead.
え、二宮くんはそれでいいの？
What do you mean?
だってほら、もうすぐ高野祭でしょ？ということは、ダンスだって相手が必要になるわけだし。
I have one, right here.
あんまり遅くなって、
Right now.
誘いたい人
Right
を
here.
誘えなくなっちゃったら。
Oh, that's what you meant.
もしかして、もう相手決まってるとか。
She chooses her words carefully to gauge my reaction.
Not yet. Well, I do have someone I want to ask, but I just hope she says yes.
決まるかも？はっきりしないわね。
That depends on your answer.
So do you think Shiori will say yes?
Well, say, what if I wasn't able to go with that person? Would you cheer me up?
その時は、しょうがないわね。私が。
She cuts herself off, biting her lip and looking at the ground.
Also, I kind of cut her off too, so.
うん、ダメ。
You can't?
呼び出しといて悪いけど、私のことはいいから、もう行きなさい。
But the whole reason I came here was to confess to you, Yamabuki.
いいから行きなさい。
No, but listen.
つべこべ言わない。ね。後悔しないように、二宮くんが誘いたい人、ちゃんと誘ってあげて。
That's not what she really wants to say, is it?
告白の返事だって、多分、もう決まってるんでしょ？
The corners of her mouth twitch as she struggles to maintain that forced smile on her face.
She's making me feel like a monster. Good grief, Yamabuki. How stubborn are you? Can't you be honest with yourself for once? Fine. I'm going. But you better promise me you won't cry when I leave to go find my dance partner.
泣くわけないじゃない。だいたいどうして私が。確かに、私の計画は失敗したかもしれないけど、もし二宮くんがおかしな真似をしたら、どんなに恨まれようが、恋愛解禁は撤回に持ってってやるんだから。
Ooh.
それだけは覚えときなさいよ。
With a loud she turns her back towards me.
Harumph.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Harumph!
I guess that means she wants me to leave.
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
Her pep talk had given me the courage I needed to go through with this. But I can't imagine that Yamabuki would go this far just to hide her true feelings.
Ow.
Or rather, I can't imagine it would do her any good even if she were.
But nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Yamabuki, I have something really important that I need to ask you.
うん。で、話すって何を？
Well, you told me to invite the person I wanted to invite.
言ったけど、まさかからかって、うん、ごめんなさい。
She nods quietly and turns her back to me once more.
そんなことしないのは、ちゃんとわかってる。でも、 ずっと変な態度取ってきたし、本当に私が誘われるなんて思わなくて。だからさっきだって、てっきりごめんなさいって言われるのかと思って、怖くて。
I was wondering why it seemed like she'd given up before I even said anything.
So instead of getting hurt from my rejection, you wanted to get it over with yourself?
お見通しってことね。
Remember what I said at the very beginning of all of this? I told you I'd answer your confession once I got to know you better, Yamabuki.
That said, it only clicked for me just now.
Sure, you often refuse to be honest with your feelings. But I still want to be with you, Yamabuki. That's all there is to it.
ありがとう。
Now's my chance to say it.
You don't have to look me in the face if you don't want to, but just please listen.
はい。
Here we go.
Let's go.
You and both live in the same dorm.
All right, I get what they're trying to do.
I do. You and I both live in the same dorm, and we've known each other for quite a while because of our student council positions. Yet, if you hadn't confessed to me, Yamabuki, I don't think I ever would have seen you as a romantic interest. But you did confess to me. And now that I've seen how beautiful you really are, I don't just see you as a romantic interest. I want you as my partner. In more simple terms, I want to go out with you. I want to enjoy my life with you by my side.
バカ。
Okay, that's an interesting translation.
それ、ほとんど告白。
Well, I guess there's not much reason to hide it anymore. You're the one I've chosen, Yamabuki.
そうだけど。
She probably hasn't realized it yet, but the blush on her face is very clearly reflected through the glass in front of her.
There's somebody down at the ground level, they're looking up, it's like, why is Yamabuki blushing so hard up against the window? Oh. Here, let me say this one more time. Thank you for choosing me. To be completely honest, if you hadn't confessed to me back then, and I'd ended up dating some other girl, I probably would have ended up regretting it. Let's completely...
I'd have regretted nothing.
disregard the beautiful and perfect route.
それはみんなに失礼なんじゃ。
Oh, it's incredibly rude to them. I'm just being completely honest in this timeline. That's how much I want to be with you right now.
でも私、可愛げないし、好きになる要素なんて一つもなかったはずなのに。
Maybe you think that, but I like you for who you are. That's all it is. If you ask me, love isn't the kind of thing that can be explained with a simple reason. In fact, the easier it is to explain through reasons, the less genuine it feels. Even without a reason, I believe you can say that you love someone.
そっか。
I happen to love this girl named Yamabuki Yoshino, and I want to return the same feeling she has for me. I want you to go out with me, Yamabuki. I do have one condition, though, if you'll permit me.
条件？もし飲まなかったら？
Well, it should go without saying.
二宮君の告白が白紙に？
Yep, never happened.
No, I said nothing along those lines, and I might not be the one to talk, but you know.
I think she likes me a little too much.
Nah.
私の気持ちを人質に取るなんて卑怯な真似を。
Give me all your money.
Give me all your lovin'.
For some reason, however, having to correct all these misunderstandings just, I don't know, makes her seem all the more adorable to me. To be honest, it makes me really want to tease her, but I'll rein in those desires for now.
Yeah, save it for later. You do know that I haven't said anything about my condition yet, or about taking back anything I said. Look, I'd never do something like that.
わかったわね
When?
I haven't tricked anybody. Just calm down and take a chill pill.
Alright. My condition is that I don't want you to overthink our relationship and start acting strange around me. Little late for it, but here we are. Well, it was, but I'm not worried about that anymore, so just scratch the whole condition thing.
それでも、もし、私が守れなかったら
Then I'm going to start calling you by your first name, no matter how embarrassed it makes you, and no matter how many other people are around to witness it.
名前
Which is funny considering how much we struggled to do that on Ayaka's route.
Mm-hmm.
それは、呼んでほしいような、恥ずかしいような。
The perfect punishment if you can't keep your promise, right? What I'm saying is, I'm not going to call you by your name until then.
どんな縛りプレイを
Now you have some sort of incentive, right?
笑い事じゃないわよ。こっちはどうしたらいいのか真剣に悩んでるんだからね。
I hope this helps her feel less concerned about other people's opinions of her.
That's right. Just like that. Snap back at me like you always do.
ぐ
That's the Yamabuki I fell in love with, after all.
ありがとう。って今のは絶対からかったでしょ
No, I was trying to hold off, but you're just too easy. Who knows? Maybe I was. Maybe I wasn't.
もう二宮くん
She begins chasing after me with a beet red face. Though I can't tell if she's mad or simply embarrassed, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed one. We continued this silly game of tag, running around the student council room until I finally allowed myself to be caught.
Smack, 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 smack. She's just like a cat bapping us on the head. Creepy bunny's back. It's this game's Scary Berry. If you don't get the reference, go watch Parquet. That way somebody will have watched Parquet.
I still think it's a good game. Every chance to defend that game I'll take. I think until literally the end of the game, until the credits roll, it is a incredibly solid game, and I don't know why people didn't like it.
No idea.
Although my eyes are open and my body's awake, I can't summon the willpower to climb out of bed.
Oh, that's relatable.
My head's still swirling with thoughts of Yamabuki after what happened yesterday. Recalling her shy and happy expressions has made me both happy and embarrassed at the same time. In fact, after everything I said last night, I'm afraid I might not be able to look her in the face.
So we just start carrying around a mirror. I've never been one to let my emotions slip this easily, have I?
At any rate, it's almost 10 a.m. It might be the weekend, but I can't spend all day lazing around in my room.
Why not?
After rolling out of bed, I decided to head into town to buy a few snacks and some food to smoke. Smoke food every day.
Bow, 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 bow. This should be good enough. Now I just need to stop by the canteen.
After snacking up on stocks.
I gotta make money somehow.
After stocking up on snacks, I leisurely stroll through the shopping district.
Oh, something smells good. It must be Suggestion Lion.
The appetizing aroma of bread and sausage comes wafting towards me from a nearby hot dog stand. That is not Suggestion Lion.
Damn it.
I really want to... Look, you can't put a place called Suggestion Lion and not want me to go in there.
I know. I am getting a bit hungry. maybe this'll do for lunch, since I won't go into Suggestion Lion.
二宮くん
Hmm? Yamabuki.
何よわっていきなり失礼じゃない
I had a hot dog in my mouth? Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. Sorry, I just didn't expect to bump into you here.
I was not prepared for this at all.
So, what are you doing?
どうしたって日用品の買い出しだけど
What a coincidence, me too. Alright. Right, duh, me too.
I'm way too high-strung right now.
Yamabuki, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be acting much different than usual. She's always high-strung. Huh?
忘れて
That cough. What kind of greeting is...
That was amazing.
I know, I want to hear it again.
Can I get the full thing? Can I get the giggle and then the cough?
Oh, okay, yeah, that I can do.
That's amazing.
Good contrast. Love it. Did you just giggle?
もうだから忘れてって言ってるでしょうが
That's not how it works. Never mind, she's freaking out just as much as I am.
This realization helps me calm down a bit. Plus, it's kind of cute how quickly she gets flustered.
Do you still have some more shopping to do?
ええあとは少し食材を買うくらいだけど
Cool. Do you care if I join you?
何が目的
Coruscant.
There's a place called Suggestion Lion.
I strongly suggest we try it. We're just going shopping together, jeez. And please stop hugging your body like that.
I think I was trying to kidnap her or something.
Or worse.
That's not going to happen until next time.
燻製
Yes, that, and nothing else puts away chloroform.
そうよねいくら二宮くんだっていきなりそんなことしないわよね
Puts away shibari ropes.
で本当にしないの
What exactly are you referring to?
そんな恥ずかしいことを女の子に言わせるつもり
At this point, it's fairly obvious what sort of obscene thoughts she's been having.
My intentions are pure, okay? At least for today. I just want to know more about you, Yamabuki. That's why I chose to accept your confession. I want to know what's
My
on...
intentions are as pure as this river. Didn't this river catch on fire? Look.
I want to know what's on your mind.
ちょっと待ってよそんな風に言われたら
What is on your mind? Look, saying all this with a straight face is embarrassing for me too, you know? But I hope you realize how serious I am about you. Serious about finding out how dirty her thoughts really are. Zing.
二宮くんそこまで私をそれじゃあ
Sex? Did she just say sex? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Aren't you taking things a little too fast, Yamabuki?
キスほらキスしたいんじゃないの
I don't think EX are in kiss.
You're not fooling anybody. Still, it's cute how panicked she gets about these things. Might be worth teasing her a bit more.
Hold up, Yamabuki. I'm pretty sure I heard you say
何かな
I said
いい加減にしましょうね
Funny stuff.
Since we're out here going to town together, why don't we go grab lunch somewhere?
だから言ってないっつってんでしょうが
I'm just asking you out to lunch.
引っ掛け禁止
I don't think we're going to survive this route. You're acting really weird today, Yamabuki.
どこが？まったく何も全然そんなことあるわけないじゃない。
You're only proving my point. Plus, you won't make eye contact with me either. Here, look into my eyes.
無理。
You're getting sleepy. Fine, I'll look into yours.
急にそういうことしないでよ。
You were totally like...
Randomly.
I know. We warned you.
It's like he just like zooms in with his face, just...
Hi, I like your eyes. You were totally like really happy there for a second.
If things don't change, we're probably gonna run into serious problems by tomorrow.
Yeah. Listen, I know we just started dating and all, but don't you think you're acting a bit too nervous? Reactions are so cute. Do you think you'll be able to get over it soon?
だってこういう関係になって意識するなって方が無理な話じゃない？
You and I... They really are missing the eyes. Well, considering most of the student body, I guess I'm not surprised by that. You and I are a what now? I don't know what that is.
それさっきからわざとやってるでしょ。
Looks like she finally got on.
Couldn't help it. Your reactions are just too cute.
かわいい。まったくもうそんなことでごまかされないんだからね。
Oh, really? You're not fooling anyone.
とにかく告白してくれた時変に意識しないって約束はしたけど、でも私もともと恋愛反対派よ。ミイラ取りがミイラになったなんて副会長なのに示しがつかないじゃない。
Here's our conflict.
Oh, yeah. Given her serious personality, I did have a feeling she'd come to this conclusion, no matter how hard I tried to convince her otherwise.
Do you remember what I told you yesterday? I said I'd start calling you by your first name if you couldn't keep your promise.
ええ、もちろん覚えてるわ。
Right. Now stop and think about that for a second. If I suddenly started calling you by your first name, what would the people around us start to think? It'd be fairly obvious that we're dating.
また測ったわね。
Well, not initially,
Yes.
but I retconned it. You're just now realizing that?
そんなの無理よ。だってあの時嬉しすぎて頭真っ白になっちゃってたし。もうバカ。
She grabs me by the collar to hide her embarrassment. To the casual passerby, we probably just look like a flirting couple. I imagined it more like she grabbed his collar and was just shaking him.
That's what I was imagining too. Still, I can't believe how cute she seems to me now that we're dating.
それにこうして二人で歩いてたらデートしてるって思われるかもしれないし。
Are we not? We're just doing some shopping though. And, I mean, we've gone shopping together before.
そうだけどこれは気持ちの問題っていうか。
I get what you're trying to say. But if this really were our first date, even I'd have the decency to ask you out beforehand.
ありがとう。
Good. I finally gotten a natural smile out of her.
そりゃ約束は約束だし、私もなるべく意識しないようにはするわよ。でも周
To
りから
keep
見
her
た
from
場合、
overthinking the relationship.
特に今だと変な勘繰りを入れる人もいると思うの。
Sorry, what?
We delayed our first date 3 years.
Until after we graduated and didn't have to worry about it. That's true.
As student council president, it'd be a bit problematic if people started kicking up a fuss over Yamabuki and me. I wouldn't want the school to start reconsidering their decision to lift the ban on romance as a result.
だからなるべく勘違いされるような行動は避けないとって。
That's
Oh,
gonna
that
be...
means there's going to be some great things.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way to avoid that on this route, not with her.
In other words, she wants to act like a regular couple. But she's holding herself back because of her leadership roles.
Alright, I can agree to that. I'll try to keep my distance until we make our relationship official then.
そうね。
Why does she look so sad? It was her idea.
会長さんたち、こんにちは。
The plan's already falling apart. Oh, hey, Mocha-chan.
ゆうきさん、こんにちは。
What the... When did she...
Faster than I can blink, Yamabuki steps away from me with a ninja-like swiftness.
今日はお二人でデートですか？
Good old Mocha, seeing through everything so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
やだ、ゆうきさん。どこをどう見たらそう見えるのかしら？
Oh yeah, we forgot about the fact that if Yamabuki wants to, she can be incredibly scary. So she can just intimidate everyone into being like, no, they're not dating. They're totally not dating.
You saw nothing.
Nothing.
誰がどう見てもです。
Oh no, she doubled down.
Oh no.
She's not backing down?
She didn't, she called the bluff.
Yep.
Well, that's Yuki-senpai's little sister for you, I guess.
I go to another school. You can't damage my reputation.
おかしいわね。距離は取ったはずなのに。
Yamabuki looks to me for backup, but I have to agree with Mocha-chan on this one. That said, I don't want her to feel humiliated either.
Actually, Yamabuki and I just ran into each other a little while ago.
そうなんですか？お二人って仲いいから休日も一緒なのかと思ってました。
Stop grinning like that.
それよりゆうきさん、これから買い物？
Yamabuki wisely but somewhat forcedly decides to change the subject.
いえ、ビッグパにお姉ちゃんと言ってたんですけど、
Oh no, is she here too?
途中でファンクラブの人たちが来ちゃって。
I guess it's not easy being the school idol.
私としてはお目当てのカフェに行った後だったから良かったものの。先輩もお姉ちゃんと付き合うことになったら気をつけてくださいね。
Only in that first episode.
Yeah, really after that it was pretty easy.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, right, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, my spine.
そうね。ゆうき先輩と付き合うことになったら気をつけなきゃダメよ。二宮くん。
If you keep squeezing like that, I'm not going to have a back. Ah, your fingers are digging into my shoulder.
If looks could kill, I'd already be dead.
やっぱりお二人って。何かな？なんでもありません。
Run, Mocha! Run for your life!
それじゃあ私はそろそろ。お二人もお買い物楽しんでくださいね。
Go, Mocha! One of us needs to tell the tale. Mocha-chan turns tail and dashes away for dear life.
I hope she didn't take things the wrong way. I'll have to remember to get Aoba to apologize for me later. Do you really want Aoba to be an intermediary between you and somebody else?
Or really do anything?
No.
やったわ、二宮くん。さっきの私、うまくごまかせたわよね。
Are you serious right now? No. No, you did not. That was probably the worst acting I've ever seen.
Well, I don't know. I did hear Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1.
にゃにゃ、会 会長さんに副会長さん。二人揃って来るなんて珍しいですね。
Nya nya.
As usual, the school canteen is being manned by Uchan and the old lunch lady. Thankfully, here are two people who know how to mind their business.
今日はお二人でデートですかにゃ？
Well, that got shot down really quickly.
I was wrong.
Come on, Uchan. Do we really look like a couple to you? Don't answer that question.
全然見えないです。むしろ私の方が会長さんにはお似合いだったりして。
That would be interesting.
You know what? I wouldn't mind if that was like a hidden route. It was really hard to get to.
I would be okay with that, yeah. Because I think she's funny. The meows would get weird.
It would actually be the perfect like side route.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of times that a side route is like, no, it should be a main person. No, this should be a side route.
Yes, absolutely. It's your survival instinct. Quick, go curl up in a corner.
Quit staring daggers at everyone you meet, will you?
We're not on a date. Yamabuki and I just bumped into each other in town a little while ago.
そうなんですか？まあでも恋人って空気はないけど、二人はそれが自然っていうか、案外お似合いだとは思うけどにゃ。内巻さん、にゃにゃ。この店で一番高いお酒をちょうだい。乾杯よ。にゃー、お酒は置いてにゃいですよ。ならジュースでいいわ。蜂蜜レモン人数分ちょうだい。
Wow, she is gonna run hot and cold this entire time, I guess.
Yamabuki lets out an oddly high-pitched laugh as she wanders off towards the snack aisle.
どうしたんですか、副会長さん。急に気前よくなって。
I think she's just happy you said we were a good match.
はにゃ？はは、つまりそういうことにゃんですか？
Maybe. Maybe not. But let's not get too nosy, alright?
You're telling the cat that.
Yes, that is true.
詮索するつもりはありませんよ。私も二人の自然な感じが好きなので、余計なこと言って邪魔したくありませんからね。
Knowing where to toe the line is one of the things that makes Uchan so popular.
She does, however, like to knock stuff off of counters.
それで会長さ
But
んのご
man,
用
if you get
は
one of those little red lasers.
I'm just imagining her running around campus chasing after it. Yep, I'm good on cheese and thick-cut bacon for the moment. Do you have any other suggestions for me?
となるとささみと大根の漬物とかですかね。
Chicken does sound pretty healthy. Smoked daikon radish, though, that's what they call iburigako, right?
さすが会長博士系よ、燻製マイスター。
I just read what's on the screen, but thank you. Why are you praising me like I'm some genius? It's a pretty well-known dish, actually.
Yes, very well known.
Yeah, I totally knew that without having to be told. Seriously? Well, don't stop there, Uchan. Keep them coming.
あの会長さんたちがこんな風になるにゃんって、恋って怖いですね。
Yamabuki seems to have gotten everything she came here to buy. After paying for her items and raising a toast with her honey lemon drinks, Uchan and the old lady included, Yamabuki and I head back to the dorm.
She's just in the background like, I never get seen, but I enjoy this.
さすがにいきなり乾杯は不自然だったかしら。
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
If nothing else, Uchan's the kind of girl who knows how to keep a secret.
She's got dirt on everybody in the school. But that little so cool you let slip was pretty careless.
それはそうね。あれは私も興奮しすぎて周りが見えなくなってたわ。
It's not really a big deal, though.
Well, let's just say we managed to fool them, for now. But either way, it won't really bother me if people find out, so try not to worry so much.
あ、 そうよね。
But it will bother her.
私の勝手な都合に付き合わせてるだけだもんね。
Crap, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm not blaming you, Yamabuki. I'm not too keen on having the whole school raise an uproar about our relationship either. Right now, the most important thing is for us to take things at our pace, Yamabuki. Your pace.
私のありがとう。
I'm not sure she's totally convinced.
二宮くん、ちょっと聞いてもいい？
What's up? No need to be nervous.
二宮くんは私との関係、早くみんなに話したい？さっきだって私たちの関係を正式に発表するって言ってたでしょ？
Well, guys gotta have standards after all.
Yeah, it's not like we're doing anything wrong. Plus, it wouldn't be very fun having to sneak around looking guilty all the time, would it?
それは、
At the very least, I want to be honest about our relationship with Shiori and the others. Yamabuki doesn't need to be afraid of death.
私も二宮くんとの関係が間違ってるなんて思ってない。思いたくない。
Good. That's all I needed to know for now. I'm sure we'll be able to be public about our relationship soon.
ありがとう。今更だけど私、やっぱり二宮くんを好きになってよかった。
You can't just say stuff like that out of nowhere, Yamabuki.
なんだ、二宮くんもちゃんと照れてたんだ。
Of course I am.
She's the first girlfriend I've ever had, after all.
Well...
なんか意識してるの私だけかと思ってたから。
Of course not. I've been getting butterflies in my stomach all morning.
そうなんだ。でも今の二宮くん見たらちょっと気が楽になったわ。
I have a really good poker face.
Not as good as most of the girls in the school.
No.
That's a line I'm pretty used to hearing. But I just take it to mean that she's happy we have something in common.
Anyways, I gotta drop by the student council room after we put away our groceries.
生徒会室？何か忘れ物したの？
No, just wanted to double check a few things. I thought I'd go over the materials for the club's president's meeting on Tuesday.
It's not exactly urgent business, though. I could put it off till tomorrow if I wanted to. If I'm being honest, it was just an excuse to hide my embarrassment.
それなら私も行こうかな。
Huh? Wait a second. What about all that keeping our distance from each other stuff?
それはそう、練習よ。
Oh, well played.
今のうちに慣れとかないと明日から大変だから、そのための練習。
Sold.
If you wanted to spend time together, you could have just said so.
うるさい。私はただ溜まってた書類があってそれを片付けに行くだけなんだから。
We go into the student council room and she's got like one paper.
I mean, maybe that's a lot for her. She seems like she's pretty on top of things. Huh.
Well, maybe later.
その信用してないね。
Oh my.
それとも私がいたら迷惑？
Oh, the guilt. Alrighty then, let's change into our uniforms and meet in the lounge in 10 minutes.
わかったわ。
God damn, I am way too easily swayed. Not a great trait for a president.
Probably not. Well, as long as we get to spend more time together, I'm not complaining. Not wanting to keep her waiting, I quickly head off to my room to drop off my things and get ready.
Don't want to keep her waiting. There's something fishy about that.
Uchan just runs in. Did I hear a fish?
Fish, did you say? Alright. So, we have officially confessed to Yamabuki after going down the neutral route. We did not plan that at all, but that's okay.
Nope.
And it is going about as smoothly as you would expect. I guess it's really not surprising that she's going to be all over the place, trying to figure out how to kind of balance between, oh, I'm so excited that I finally got the relationship I wanted with Hajime, but also I don't want everyone to know that I, who ran on the platform of the ban on romance, am now in a relationship.
I do like Yamabuki though. Like, I think this route will probably make me like her more than I did in the common one.
I think so too. I feel the same way. And it's like I've discussed before. When we first started down the common route, I really liked Yamabuki's character, and then because she was so resistant to her feelings, it kind of cooled me off to her. Especially like we had talked about with her and Yui having kind of similar personality traits. But I think she's really going to shine on this route. There are exceptions to that though. I will always go back to Suzune and Cafe Stella. She was better everywhere else.
Yeah. Actually, probably an unpopular
Opinion?
Yeah, opinion, but like I can definitely think where that's true. Like, I can think of a lot of games where that's true. Where like someone's much better on the common route than
their own
the
route?
actual route.
Ooh, yikes. That would suck.
And it happens.
Yeah.
It does. My personal opinion is that like I think like Mako in Senran Banka. I liked her much more on the common route than in her route. And I know some people really like her route, but it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't one that I particularly liked.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
That makes sense.
And actually, this is probably my big hot take. I think Meguru in Sanobuichi is the absolute best character, bar none, in the common route. I know people will say Nene, but I think she's the best in her route. She is the best route, in my opinion, because the game's kind of built around her route.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Meguru's awesome, and the Shadow will never make me not happy. I thought her route was like the weakest of the whole game.
Ooh, interesting.
Despite her being one of my favorite characters, I thought it was the weakest route of that game.
Wow. Okay.
So, people at me, I still think it's an incredibly strong game, but I thought that was the weakest route for me.
You know what?
It's just
It's his opinion. It's fine. Don't come at us with the pitchforks and the torches.
I'll be happy to play through that route again, just to make sure I'm right or wrong, but that's my opinion.
I've not played the game, so it is one that I would love to play at some point, because I know people talk about how good it is, so you can go back through with me and see if your opinions have changed. Alright, well thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope you're looking forward to getting further down Yamabuki's route. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.